you don't have to break out the big puffy jacket yet. Save that for later on tonight. But once that sun goes down behind the grandstands here, temperature here is going to drop significantly, which means that racetrack is going to cool way, way, way down. We're looking at them straight across the back straightaway from where we are, and they're pointed straight back at us, so the wind is blowing right across on the back stretch to the front stretch across the racetrack right now. But it's just a light breeze. Yesterday, the activity was actually delayed due to wind, and I have never in my career as a broadcaster ever seen that happen.
The wind got to be to the point where 30, 40 mile per hour winds unofficially altered the program. We had open wheel showdown cars ready to go for the sprint car heat races, and with those big wings, man, it was not safe to run them. So we waited that out. Then the rains came, and the modifieds started off the program last night to knock out their heat races, followed by 6 exciting heat races and a C-main and a pole shuffle last night to determine who's going to start in the first 6 rows of today's 50 grand to win 100-lap race. These are the trophies.
Yeah, that's some of the hardware that we're racing for right there. Beautiful trophies.
Max Pappas ponied up for the Hard Charger Award as well for each of the divisions, the smaller steering wheel trophies, and they did it right. They're waiting. 3 deserved champions here in the second edition of the BitNL.com Open Wheel Showdown.
As the modifieds come out for their B main, and they're getting a little heat in the tires right now, a little hot lap or so, let's go ahead and show you our starting lineup for the Open Wheel Showdown Modified B feature. This lineup brought to you by Fritz and Fishers. Chris Cook out of Utah in the number 2 on the outside of the pole, or the inside of the front row on the pole, alongside Nick Gibson out of Nampa, Idaho in the 11G.
Row 2, Lakeport, California's Ian Elliott, also known as Big Sexy. Jeremiah Hill also scheduled to go in the 3 for Dale, outside row number 2.
And then you have Eddie Secord out of Hesperia, California in the 84, inside row 3. Jason Quayle, Twin Falls, Idaho in the 12 outside.
We had a scratch, 11G, Nick Gibson not here, but this was the lineup before the cars rolled on the racetrack. Nick had some motor issues yesterday. Zach Webster in the 29W from Utah will race in this row at least with CJ Wilson in what would be the final transfer spot. They're racing well back there. The top 8 have to go advance, so keep an eye on CJ Wilson, his advance from Colorado in car 9.
Rounding out the field is Rosalie Weller out of Nampa, Idaho in the 56, Mike Clark out of Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada in the 92, and Charlie Wilson out of Penrose, Colorado in the 59. All right, here we go. Again, this is scheduled for 25 laps. 8 cars transferring on to the A out of this as we get this underway. And Jim, for the first time all weekend, the outside is going to be the hot ticket on the start of this event as we get it going, and it's the 27 jumping into the lead, Ian Elliott.
Ian got the benefit of Nick Gibson's scratch. He got to move up 1 row from the outside of row 2 to the outside of the front row. He's making it work here. Nicknamed Big Sexy on the lower rocker panel is 27. He's making it work out front here. He'll get the inside row if he finishes first in the B main at the back end of the A main here for the mods today.
So it's Elliott, Secord, Cook, Hill, Webster, Quayle, Wilson, and Weller right now, all in transfer positions.
Alberta, Canada's Mike Clark has made the pass for now. What will be the final transfer spot?
And a battle brewing here for the lead with Secord in that white 84, starting to try to find a way around the bottom here of Elliott, but Elliott's also hugging that yellow line down there. Not quite as low as Secord through 1 and 2, and Secord's going to get the drive here, coming down the back straightaway, arcing down into turn 3, new leader.
If this is your first opportunity to watch racing here at the Las Vegas Bullring, you saw how that was done on the inside with plenty of room down this bowed back straightaway. Secord made the position known on the inside and made the pass work in 3.
Now he's starting to pull away a little bit too. He's got about a 2 to 3 car length lead.
Definitely heating up. Pair of Californians leading this field. Top 8 go on to the A main and the modifieds. The first of 3 divisions racing B mains today to determine the final starting lineup of their big A mains to come.
And now Elliott in the 27 has to worry about Cook starting to apply pressure from behind in the white number 2. Then it's Quayle in the white number 12 in 4th.
Cook from Utah, Quayle from Idaho. Rocky Mountain racers trying to get in the show as well. They're halfway there. This race is going really strongly for these drivers. They made some changes again. They had a chance to do one more practice round this morning. Every modified, in the show or not, got a chance to do that this morning. And it's paying off for some of these drivers that elected to come out for one more turn and one more tune before racing this B.
Watching Weller in the 56, the white car with the green. Weller holds the final transfer spot and was battling with Clark in the 92, one spot out of it. Meanwhile, we go back up to this fight here. Cook and Quayle squabbling over third.
Different lines. We see the different bodywork, man. It's so cool to see the different styles here. They got the scallop right side. Some have a shelf on the right-hand side to capture that air and move it past these modified bodies. All playing together here in the open wheel showdown at the bull ring. You see the number 12 there. A little bit of a shallow entry. You see how much that cost him on exit. That's the 12 of Jason Quayle. Lost some ground there for a moment.
Yeah, he had the run down the back straightaway, but couldn't make it work in 3 and 4. And now they close right back up onto the 27 machine of Elliott. So it quickly becomes a 3-car battle for second now. Oh, maybe going to get a little bump and run there, too.
What's the price?
See Quayle had to get on the brakes going down into 1.
The price right now is, if you know it, you got to be running on the inside line. Ideally, if you have a choice of inside or outside lane on the big feature, you might want to make a pass or not based upon what the number 12 team has in mind for Jason Quayle, currently running in the 4th position. That'll put him on the outside. Again, we'll take the 8 top finishers here, put him right at the back end of the A main feature field. So that's also
There's
under
the 3 of
contest.
Hill, and he's in 7th with Weller in 56, running in 8th in that final transfer. It's the white and green car, the 56.
Yeah, Rosalie Weller in the 56. She had a good start, not a great start, lost a couple spots. Now made her way back into transfer position in the 8th spot.
Battle for third is still a good one.
That crew's moving up already, isn't it? We see those guys trying to get their speed as maximum.
Yeah.
Maximum on the backstretch, getting way up by the outside wall. These modifieds are generally open motors when they run here weekly in the NASCAR Weekly Series. It's a crate motor division. These drivers from outside the area are used to running these open motors year-round.
Inside of 10 to go, coming up on 8 laps remaining. And it's still Secord, Elliott, Cook, Quayle, Wilson, Webster, Hill, and Weller in the transfers.
Quayle's not done yet. You can see that inside position, inside position, inside position. Then we see the security of Chris Cook maybe not pressing the issue to get by that 27 car, running down in his tire tracks.
There's our last car in the transfer position. Weller in the 56, the white and green car.
Jeremiah Hill, a regular in that black number 3 at Colorado National Speedway.
Watch out for the 12 here. Quayle is not done fighting to try to get around Cook. He's getting pretty aggressive back there in that 12 with 5 to go now.
He might have a faster car than both the cars ahead of him. Just a matter of taking the opportunity or making the opportunity. Now on the outside, a look by the 12 car of Quayle. Handful of laps to go in this 25-lap B main for the modifieds. Next up, the sprint car B main.
Last few laps winding down. Secord is checked out on the field. Over a 2-second gap between first and second right now.
Got to his rear nerf there. He's getting real close. His Quayle to the backside of that number 2 of Cook, but just is not forcing the issue here.
Oh no! Boy, getting loose was Elliott, or I should say Cook, and he gathers it back up in the 2. Quayle trying to take advantage on the outside. Now cuts back to the bottom. Final lap starting now.
He's certainly proving to the captive audience called the modified A main starters watching this race what can be done. There's a lot of room to race here at Las Vegas, inside or outside.
Checkered flag waves for Secord, who led it all. And then it's Elliott, Cook, Quayle, Wilson, Webster, Hill, and Weller will get the final transfer. So the field is now set for our modified A main, which will come up a little bit later. Let's check in with Ashton.
Thanks so much, guys. We just saw the modified B main roll off the racetrack, and I'm here with the winner, Eddie Secord. You came a little bit late, did not get as many laps as everyone else, but you're locked into the feature. How you feeling?
Oh, feeling pretty good. Had a struggle all yesterday with a carburetor issue. We figured it out this morning, and it looks like we got it fixed because, boy, she's a running now.
Eddie Secord ready for the A main after picking up the B main win here with the modifieds.